Hello everybody out there, and welcome back once again with the future to another future presentation. This time I have another movie review for everybody, and this movie review will be over the movie Sausage Party. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't checked out my other 4 reviews, make sure you go back and check them out. I've done a Pixels, a Hateful Eight, a Star Wars The Force Awakens, and a War Dogs review. So go back and check those out as well, and hopefully you will get some enjoyment out of listening to those reviews, and a little help too, and a guide to help you out in your movie viewing pleasure. Speaking of pleasure, this movie has a lot of references to it. The film, a parody of a Disney and Pixar animated film, follows a sausage who tries to discover the truth about his existence and goes on a journey with friends to escape their fate. The film's rough cut premiered on March 14, 2016, and the film was theatrically released in the United States on August 12, 2016 by Columbia Pictures. The film so far has received positive reviews by the critics and has grossed $89 million on a $19 million budget thus far. And I think everybody knows by now that the ensemble voice cast includes Seth Rogen, Kristen, Wiig, Jonah Hill, Bill Hader, and Michael Cera, James Franco, Danny McBride, Craig Robinson, Paul Rudd, Nick Kroll, David Krumholtz, Edward Norton, and Salma Hayek. I hopefully pronounced all those right. I have been known to be wrong. It was directed by Tiernan and Conrad Vernon, and written by Kyle Hunter, Ariel Scheifer, Seth Rogen, and Evan Goldberg. If I butchered any of those names, sorry for that. But the overall thing we're wanting to get here is to a review. It is my first take review. I did watch this movie tonight. I did find it enjoyable, although the last movie I went to, War Dogs, I found more enjoyable. And actually, to tell you the truth, I laughed more times at War Dogs than I did at this blatantly trying to be funny movie, Sausage Party. And what I say by trying to be funny is that the sexual innuendos and the one-liners only go so far. Starts out, you laugh about, hey, this is kind of funny, this is kind of funny. But, I expected it to be a lot more hilarious than what it was, in my opinion. Some people might go and just laugh their ass off. My sister and her friend that went along with actually laughed a lot. I'm not going to sit here and say that I didn't laugh, but it's just like, it just goes only so far with the sexual innuendos and the one-liners, like I said. Just a lot of that going on. But yet, the voice acting was really good. The animation was really, really good. I don't know why they did not do a 3D version. I think that if it's in the style of a Disney and Pixar animated film, they're all in 3D, so why not make this one in 3D? It would have been really neat in 3D, in my opinion. A little bit of the plot, in a supermarket called Shopwell's, the foods and other grocery items see human shoppers as gods who take them to the great beyond when they are purchased. A sausage named Frank has dreams of living in the great beyond with his hot dog bun girlfriend Brenda. Yes, that is primarily what it's all about. I don't want to give away what everything's about, but I'm just going to say right now, Rogen and Wiig do a really good job as Frank and Brenda, as they are called. Jonah Hill, he has a small role as one of the hot dogs. One of them with a bigger role than what I thought would be Edward Norton, as he makes an appearance as a bagel named Sammy. A lavish named Kareem was played by David Krumholtz. Also, a jar of honey mustard was played by Danny McBride. He did a good job in it. I also think that Nick Kroll did the douche, and I thought he did a really good job as kind of the antagonist of the film. One of the real good jobs done was, I don't know if I really know this guy, Bill Hader, I don't know if I'm saying the name right, but he did a hell of a job as Firewater, the leader of the non-perishables, along with a box of grits, played by Craig Robinson, who is known as Mr. Grits in the movie. Also, Scott Underwood voices Twinkie, the other non-perishable, that is, along with the box of grits, and Firewater, who is a Native American, actually, in the movie. You just have to see it. But also, Underwood plays a half-eaten piece of pizza, a bag of Crinkler's chips, and gum, a Stephen Hawking-esque bubblegum wad. Yes, he comes into play as Michael Cera's character, Barry, who is a deformed sausage that is one of Frank's close friends. They end up with the character noted as Druggy, a drughead. He actually does bath salts during the movie. I think some people have probably seen that on previews, that was played by none other than James Franco, and he does a pretty good job at that. And the fate of that guy is something that you don't see in the previews, and something that you will not expect, and just expect to be shocked with the fate of the druggie. Could it be an overdose? I don't know. You'll have to go check it out. I'm not going to give anything really away. But, Edward Norton and Firewater, they're pretty good roles in this, along with the douche bottle. That's funny, I'm saying a douche as a character, but a douche bottle. He does a great job. The lavish Kareem, bagel named Sammy, they're both pretty big parts in this as the four buddies, along with the hot dog bun girlfriend Brenda and the sausage Frank, played by Seth Rogen. And just many things happen to him. It's a trip through the store, going to different aisles of the store, and all the aisles have, different themes going on with them. Like, they go to the alcohol section, it's just a big party. And they go to the Mexican food section, and it's kind of like a Mexican, cantina kind of setup. You'll just have to see it to believe it. It is really crazy, and if you are a fan of, foul language, you will definitely love this movie. If you are not a fan of foul language and vulgarness, then you will definitely not like this movie, because it does get over the top on some of the vulgar categories, and some of the sexual innuendos and stuff may not be for everybody, I guess. So I wouldn't recommend anybody to go see it that does not like that kind of stuff. But if you're not offended easily, you will definitely enjoy this movie. I enjoyed it, but I'm going to give it only a 3 to 3.5 out of 5. I mean, I can't really give it a 4-star. It just wasn't that great, in my opinion. The storyline was okay, and the movie was just okay average. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed listening to my review on The Sausage Party. I'm going to leave it up to everybody out there whether they like it for real or not. I'm just kind of give you a little guide here on my first take of the movie, and I think it was decent. I'd like to see a better effort if they try to do another animated type film like this. I think they could do something even better. But yes, the animation was great. Some of the voice acting was really good. And yeah, overall, I'd probably give it a 3 to 3.5 stars between there. And yes, I want to thank everybody for listening. Make sure you hit the subscribe if you like what you heard. Give me a comment. Give me a like. I'm always up to talking about the movies, and if you liked it or not, let me know down below. And until next time, I hit the theater and see my next movie, I'm going to have to say, as always, peace out.